Faithful watchers of the Joy of Classic Cars, you may recognize the car that I'm standing next to because it was featured. It was one of Rodney's favorite in our April segment when we went to the Town Square Mall cruise-in and opened up the spring cruise-in season. And, of course, you remember with the theme and everything, we're standing by a Knight Rider Pontiac Firebird. And, of course, you wonder now who was created to come up with a car like that? Well, guess what? Here at the Lowe Show, I found the owner. And I want to introduce him to you. He is Brian Duncan. Hello, Brian.
How you doing?
Well, Brian, now it's so wonderful to catch up and see who was the creative genius behind transforming this car. Brian, tell us a little bit about what you took, how you did it, okay?
Well, I bought this car in Jacksonville, Florida about 6 years ago, and it was pretty bad shape, you know, rusted out and had a totally different color interior, and it needed to be completely redone, basically from the ground up. And I've been working on it ever since, all 6 years. It's an 82 Pontiac Trans Am. It's got the 305 carbureted motor, and it's fast.
Now, when did Knight Rider come out? When was David Hasselhoff's Knight Rider? What years was that show?
The first show aired in September of 1982. And the show went off the air in 1986.
Gotcha. So now, when you bought this, did you, when you got it, you decide to make it a Knight Rider, or once you got it, you said, "Hey, wouldn't that be neat"? What made you decide to make it a Knight Rider car?
Well, this is actually my second car. I used to own a 1984 Trans Am, which I had completely transformed into kit. And due to some financial situation, I decided to sell it and start all over again with an 82 6 months later. So.
Well, wonderful. Well, Brian, thank you so much. This is what's so wonderful about the Joy of Classic Cars, because you take a regular car, transform it, because they never did have a Knight Rider special.
No, Pontiac or GM never offered a Knight Rider Edition Trans Am. In fact, there were customers in those days that wanted those cars, and they said no.
Huh. You wonder why, because they did so well with Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, well, I think it was because of the type of action that car was seeing, jumping through the air and things like that, and I don't think that they wanted people going out with those cars and doing that.
Right, they didn't want to say, please don't do this on the highway. Brian, thanks so much. It's great to meet another guy who really experiences the joy of classic cars. You know, one of the special things that we do here at our Lowe's Cruise-In is have a pick of the month. And it used to be that our salesperson from Lowe's came out and they walked around the lot and they made a choice and picked what they thought was their favorite car. There was never any criteria, it's just that there's something that struck them, their fancy. Well, we are continuing that tradition, and last month, this wonderful 1967 Chevelle SS won. And, of course, the owners, I'm right here kneeling by the owners, Jimmy Dale Blandford and his lovely wife, Donna, right? And, of course, we've been featuring the 68 and 69 A-body. Here is what was the year before. But, Jimmy Dale, tell us about your pride and joy.
Well, I've had it for 36 years, and it's been a long time coming, but we finally got it fixed up right the way we like it.
36 years? Well, I bet that was just a used car for you to drive the kids to school.
No, it didn't get drove.
Even 36 years ago?
Very, very little.
Okay.
But,
so it was always, it was always a special classic.
Oh, yes,
okay,
yes. It's always been.
Now, why the 67? Did you have one brand new?
No, I had a 69, and I got rid of it and was sick ever since I got rid of it. So then I come across this friend of mine on this one here. He called me one day, wanted to know if I want to buy it. I said, I sure do.
And you've had it for 36 years.
Yes, I have.
And so tell me, what have you done with it? Totally restored it?
Totally restored it from one end to the other. Inside, outside, painted underneath.
And it's And that's why one of the reasons why it's now in the spot where it is, and it was Lowe's pick last month. Now, does he let you drive it?
No, I don't drive it. I ride.
Okay. But you don't mind. I mean, to be with a wonderful man like Jimmy Dale and a lovely car like that, what more could you ask for?
That's the driver. I get to take in the view.
What a way to experience the joy of classic cars. Thank you all so much. And here's what's on tap for this month. You know, it's time now for the annual Street Legends show at Diamond Lake. This is going to go Friday, August 19th and Saturday the 20th. There's a cruise-in on Friday evening the 19th and the car show on the 20th. It's a beautiful setting and a fantastic show for our area where all the car clubs come together to put on this fine opportunity. Now, pre-registration has passed, but you can still register at the show. The fee will be $15 and it covers both days. For more information, contact Mike Merrimee at 270-264-1483. And that night, being the third Saturday of the month, is the G.D. Ritzy's Cruise-In out at their Highway 54 location. For more information, contact Mike Courtney at 270-852-8887. And coming on the fourth Saturday of the month, August 27th, is the Old South Barbecue Cruise-In at the Old South Barbecue, 3523 Highway 54. For more information, contact Jason or Mitzi Schuler at 270-926-6464. And on the last weekend of August is also the 37th Annual Frog Follies at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fair. If you have never attended this show, I strongly encourage you to do so. It goes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, August 26th, 27th, and 28th. And when you go, you're going to see over 5,000 street rods. Now, the show is open to those cars that are vintage 1949 and older, but it's an incredible show. If you have a car that fits that category and want to enter it, or if you want more information about the show in order to attend, go to www.frogfollies.org or call 812-428-FROG or 812-428-3764. Moving into September, of course, we move into Labor Day weekend, and the first Saturday of the month, September 3rd, is the Sunset Cruisers Show at Town Square Mall. For more information, contact Joe Anderson at 270-315-4265. On September 10th is the Kentucky Wesleyan Car Show. This is a car show that I think is going to raise money for their athletic department. There's a $15 registration fee. This is their first annual one, and it's going to be rain or shine. For more information, go to www.kwcpanthers.com or call Gene at 270-993-7771. Anyway, and then that night, we'll finish up with the second Saturday, so it means it's the Owensboro Antique and Classic Auto Club Cruise-In at Lowe's. Anyway, we thank you very much. We got a lot going on, as you can tell, but also I get a lot of my information from the Cruise-In directory, but sometimes we have shows that are not listed. If you're having an event that's going on during the time that our show runs, between the 15th of the month, would you go to the Facebook page, Joy of Classic Cars, and let me know, and we'll make sure that we get it promoted on the Facebook page and get the word out at our various events. Well, this concludes our visit here at the Lowe's Cruise-In. Aren't cruise-ins fun? We've really had a great time here tonight, and they really are a lot of fun. Even if you don't have a classic car, come out and capture the enthusiasm and energy and excitement that comes when we get a bunch of old cars, a bunch of great people on a Saturday night. So thank you for joining us for this wonderful episode, and hopefully you'll catch each and every episode as we continue on in the cruise-in season of 2011. But listen, you don't even have to capture our show each and every night. I hope you'll go to our Facebook page, The Joy of Classic Cars, and see all the previous episodes. And if you've got a classic car or if you've seen a classic car, we'd love for you to post it. Our dream one day is to use our page to really connect car enthusiasts here in the tri-state area. And we hope that you'll be a part. Again, thank you very much. God bless you. And again, as the summer continues, may you have many opportunities to experience the joy of classic cars.